Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Karen, Lavender Clothesline, and if the background looks different, it's because I'm standing on my condo balcony across the street from the beach. I'm on vacation, just so thrilled. Lovely here. It is a beautiful, like 72 degrees out, sunshine, and I am thrilled to be able to take a rest. 2022 was crazy hard work and so busy. So this video is going to be footage that I filmed before I left for a vacation. I am down in my basement pulling items that sold in my eBay store right before I headed out. It was all bedlam and craziness. I think I sold about 55 items before I had to get on the plane, and it was a mad dash to get everything packed up. Big shout out once again to Lisa, who came in and just saved the day and helped me get everything neatly packaged and out the door. All right, so today's video is going to be footage of some of those sales. I didn't do all 55, but I wanted to film some of the more interesting items. You guys always say you love to see what I'm shipping out of my basement. And if you're new to my channel, my basement is where I keep all of my eBay inventory that is listed in my store. I currently have, I think, 3,700 listings on eBay, which translates to about 5,000 items in my house. I know it sounds crazy, but somehow it works great. When I get ready to ship, I just go down my basement steps and pull the items that need to be shipped out that day. All right, so that is what today's video is about. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. It's a pull shipping kind of day. Often I refer to being a long tail seller. To me, being a long tail seller just means that I load items into my eBay store and I wait for them to sell. I'm not necessarily expecting those items to flip quickly, so while I do want to make continual sales every day, I'm not in a terrible rush to have those sales. This way I can go on vacation and not have to worry about listing every day because my store has plenty of inventory. If I only had a few hundred items that were quickly flipping for a low profit, my store would run out of items if I stopped listing. But because I am a long tail seller and am loading my store continually with items that might take a while to sell, there is a constant flow of inventory. This way I can step away and take some much needed rest or time and still have my eBay store make sales almost every day, if not every day. So I hope that's a little bit clearer of what kind of seller I am. Definitely long tail. I learned this business model early on from Scavenger Life. This is Jay and Ryan, and they were a huge influence in me choosing what kind of business model I wanted for my eBay store. All right, let's get back to the video. As you can tell, I have some empty bins on the table. I am always growing my inventory. And basically, I use a bin system for the clothing. So this is what it looks like on this side. Everything is labeled and put into bins according to categories. You can see here all of my categories for this rack. And yeah, this is how I store my stuff. I do pick up these racks from a California company called Seville Classics. And the reason I ordered them from that company was because these racks are a lot wider than the ones you find in Home Depot or Costco or whatever. I forget the inches. I think they're 72, but I bought them because you can fit 3 bins across, and these are the big bins. I also store all of my clothing in plastic bags. I think that's my #1 question. Where do I get my Ziploc bags? I buy them from Amazon, whoever is selling cheapest, and they're 2 mil thick. So that's what I look for, and I ordered thousands at a time. And then I just put a little label in each item telling me what it is so that I can find the items. All right, without further ado, we're going to come over to this side. I have my phone all ready so we can see what has sold. And if you're wondering about the racks, all of that clothing is listed, waiting to be folded. So I fold pretty much a couple times a week in the evenings while I'm watching a movie or watching TV. Here's a good example. These 2 bags just came down, newly listed inventory, all folded, waiting to go into the bin system. Okay. Does get a little crazy, but it's my life. All right, let's see what's sold and pull the first item. Okay, I keep my phone strapped to my body with a bandolier. First item is a tablecloth that I just listed. It is a Ralph Lauren. It's going to be in this bin right here. So this is the first item. I just picked this up. I think it was in a Goodwill. And what did I pay for this? I can't remember, but I'll put it on the screen of what the item sold for. Just know that I pay very little for my items. I'm really all about picking up something at low cost and selling it at a good profit. This sold for $44. That's item number 1. Let's go to item number 2. Item number 2 is Eileen Fisher. It's a lot of 2 shell tank tops, and they fit a size large. So that is going to be in my women's tops and vests. And then they're a solid. So I just look for the bin that says shirts, solid, large. Okay, as usual, the bin was a little bit heavy. And this is it here. Set of 2 sleeveless tops, Eileen Fisher. I'm going to bring those over to the table. And I'm going to take a look at what these brought. If my phone will work. $27.99. I expect I probably paid about $3 or $4 a piece. So that is item number 2. Let's go on to item number 3. Keep this moving. Okay, the next is 20 holiday crafting patterns, inventory F. When I have a lot of items of the same type, I do give them an inventory letter or number so that I can tell which ones have sold. Sewing and fabric patterns are in here. Okay, this is the sewing and fabric bin. This is lot A. We have a lot of zippers. I do sell fabric. I sell different trim, brocade trim. Here's some cording. So now we're coming into lots of patterns. Here they are here, inventory F. I'm going to go ahead and pull those out. Stick everything back in. And I will leave the bin pulled down because in the past I used to put the bin away every time after finding something. And I quickly realized you might as well just leave the bins open until everything is pulled. I'm going to grab these. This is a lot. I picked up a very large lot of different sewing and craft patterns. And patterns do well, but they do take a while to sell through. Okay, so lot number F, or letter F, I should say, sold for $27.50. I don't remember what I got the whole lot for. There must have been, I'm going to say probably 70 or 80 patterns altogether, and I think I paid under $10 for it. So that is a great sale. The next item sold for $29.99, a handmade art pottery pot, native primitive vase. And I see it right here. I'm going to reach in and get this one. It is just a cute little pot. Oh my goodness, this is adorable. Probably got this at Goodwill. It is initially signed. And there is that item. Like I said, $29.99. I think I paid $3.99 for it. Now, many of you who are new to my channel might say, when will you stop buying? To me, that's like asking a grocery store, like saying, your shelves are full, why don't you stop buying? Because this is constantly moving in and out. If I stopped buying, eventually my inventory would deplete and I wouldn't be selling. So in order to sell, you have to buy, just like any other store. I know it can be confusing when you see this much, but this business model works great for me. I really like this business model. All right, the next one up, Bally Women's 38G Minimizer Bra. This is a new bra, and it sold for $19.99. Okay, so right away, I don't see it on top, and I know I've recently listed it. That means it's in those blue bags. I'm going to have to dig in the bags. Maybe I should have put the bags away first, but that's just how this worked out. Oh, this might be it here. 38G, is that what I said? 38G Minimizer. Well, that got lucky. All right. Let me go on to the next one. Oh, I just got notification something else sold. I might as well just do that one and pick that out. Let me see what just sold. Vintage brass metal tray. I'm going to click into that and see what it sold for. $24. And that is right here on this shelf. This is so pretty. Brass tray with a grapes design. That is what the back looked like. Now, when vintage items have wear or signs of use, I always disclose that in my listing so the buyer knows what they're getting. This one is marked Israel. Just beautiful. I could see like a beautiful piece of cheese and some crackers served on this. Just lovely. All right, so that one just came in. Great sale. The next item up, Soft Surroundings, which is a brand that I love to find, $24. This is a multicolored, new with tag sweater and size medium. So most likely it's going to be in here. Sweaters medium. It has red and pink in it. Sometimes I separate by color. These would be blacks and darks, dark gray, stuff like that. The primary color would be reds, pinks, yellows, like pretty florally colors, creams and beige, which means neutral. Okay, so it's going to be in this bin. It should be right on top. Okay, a lot of times the items in the bin are, you know, the most recent listings are on top. And this is it, soft surroundings, size medium. Again, I probably paid about $4.99 for this. Now, that's not all profit. When you sell on eBay, there are quite a few fees, but overall, if you're selling, you know, quite a bit, the profit is wonderful. It really is. All right, the next thing up is a Banana Republic belt. It's a brown belt, $13.25. It is a double buckle, and it is brown. My belts, again, are separated by colors. I just recently picked up quite a few belts, so I will be growing this category. I'm going to lift this down. Okay, so this is what the bin looks like. Now, sometimes I separate by inventory letters again. A lot of times I don't because belts are so distinctive. I can always find the one I'm looking for. Okay, so this is it. Double holes, brown leather. And did I say what that sold for? $13.25. I think I sold. I got to set my phone where it doesn't shut off after 2 seconds. $13.25. Most belts I'm paying $1 or $2 for. If it's something really spectacular, I will pay up for it. But like I said, most times $1 or $2. $13.25. The next 3 items are all Lily Pulitzer. I love selling Lily Pulitzer. So it is the small willow top. Another small willow top. One has lemons on them. One has elephants. And then it is the willow top 60 animals, blue and aqua, size small. So all 3 size small. They will all be in prints. Lily does make solids. I don't do really well with the solid colored Lily items. So we are looking for small prints. It's going to be this bin here. And I can see them already. Okay, so this looks like the first one. This is the elephant one. There is one here, the one with the lemons on it. And I think this is the third one. This is the mixed, the animals. All 3 going out, $26 a piece, and I paid $4.99 each. Here is the sweaters rack. So this whole rack is women's sweaters. I separate women's clothing from men's. Men's generally is this side and then some of the back side. But this whole area here is all women's. And the next one up is the Quaker Factory large Easter sweater. And I pulled this bin down. This is large colors, creams, and brights. And I see it right here. Very hard to miss Quaker Factory. Adorable. Quaker Factory makes some highly embellished sweaters. These were sold on QVC, and that's what it looks like. Let me turn my phone back on and go into it. I really have to change that setting to make my life easier. And what did this bring? This brought $23, and probably somewhere between $4 and $6 I paid for it. The next 2 items we're looking for a combined order. One buyer bought 2 things. The first thing is a Ralph Lauren Active Women's quilted vest. That's going to be an outdoor vest. I have a bin for indoor and outdoor. I'm going to just whip this down and see if we can find it in here. Oh, that's a pretty one. I should have kept that. Okay, I think this is it here. Yep, Ralph Lauren Active Vest. Size small women's. It's a black vest. I love Ralph Lauren. I think they put out a really nice product. Now, the vintage stuff is really nice, and the current stuff is, in my opinion, not as high quality, but still a beautiful item. I don't know what year these things were made. Most of it is fairly recent. If I know something is vintage, then I go ahead and put vintage in the listing. Okay, and this person also bought what I would call an indoor vest. This is an embroidered art to wear. And what size is this? I'm looking, size small, and it has elephants on it. So that's going to be in women's vests, indoor vests. I'm going to pull this bin down. Okay, so here is this. Oh, that's a pretty one. That's not it, but boy, that's pretty. I love my own inventory. Oh, here it is here. Oh, kind of like elephant applique patches that have been sewn on. Soho, women's vest, size small. And did I say what this brought? Okay, this one brought $19.49. Whenever one buyer buys multiple items, I'm always happy to combine them and ship together and then just refund any overage that the buyer paid. That's how I work it out. I don't have time at this level to be sending people, you know, invoices for them to pay and then waiting for them to pay. I always tell them, go ahead and pay, and then I will refund it right back into your account. And that has worked out really well. All right, we're going to the next item. The next item is a set of 5 teacups, gold china iridescent. I'm going to have to go into the picture. Most likely they're going to be here. Oh, this person bought 3 items. So I'm going to do a few more clicks. Oh, these are pretty. Okay, so the plate almost looks like the shape of an artist's palette. And I'm thinking it's going to be on here. Okay, so I think I've spotted them. They are back here. I think this is them, and then they have the plates. I'm going to double check on that. Pretty sure that's what's going on here. The next item up, $74.50 for a cotton salsa cat sweater. And that is going to be in creams and beiges. Let's pull this item down. All right. Now, if you notice, the bins are really getting low. That is because I'm not keeping up with folding. So while I'm away in Florida this week, I've hired Lisa to come in and help out with the folding. She's always great to jump in and join in the craziness. Here's the cat sweater here. Just adorable. And like I said, $74.50. All right, the next item, Anthropologie military jacket. This is new, $41.25. It is a size large. Here are jackets large. See if I can balance this with one knee. Okay, I think I can do this. It's always like a game show. Can she do it? All right, there it is there. Anthropologie, new with tags. Jackets I usually pay about $5.50 if they're an indoor jacket, like a blazer or something like this, a cotton jacket. And what did I say we got? $41.25. Okay, next up, we are moving at a clip now, is a little cat picture. I don't even remember where I got this. I thought it was cute, $22, and it's going to be in here somewhere. So I'm going to find, oh, I think I see it. I think it's this right here. It's like playing Jenga. All right, I'm going to have to get that one out. There's nothing better than simple artwork that has so much expression in the face. How adorable is this? This looks like maybe pen and ink or maybe watercolor, probably watercolor. How adorable. And this was done by Barb Hag 4, 2016, I think that says. So cute. And $22 I got for that one. The next item that we're pulling is a Patagonia Better sweater. This is a quarter zip, men's, $36. Not sure why I let that go for so cheap. Somebody got a deal. And I just folded it recently. I think it's here. This is just listed. This really should have been like 40 or 45, but there you go. Really nice condition. Patagonia men's medium green sweater. And I probably paid, I'm going to say $6.99 for that. And it sold for $36 plus shipping. All right, so not a bad profit. And I'm glad once in a while, if a buyer is happy, you know that they got a steal. All right, next up is a frying pan, cast iron. Now, this is not Griswold. This one is Field and Stream Lodge. So it's going to be down here. This is where my frying pans are. I think this one is Griswold. Whoops, Griswold. Hope that didn't hurt your ears. And I see it here. Of course, we have to pull a bicycle out first. Put that little bike there. This should be it here. Yes, Field and Stream. Now this brand does not bring what Griswold brings. I'm just going to put it down here. Let me put these bins someplace else. Okay, this pan brought $22. And what is up next? Next is a Ralph Lauren men's corduroy shirt. It is blue with a red polo pony. So that is going to either be on the racks. I think that's a fairly recent listing. I don't know if I have folded that. I'm going to take a quick peek over here. I could really use some more lighting over here, that is for sure. Corduroy, so it's a blue corduroy Ralph Lauren. Maybe I did fold it. I lose track of what is folded and what isn't. Okay, I don't see it on the men's rack. We're going to scoot around this way, and we're going to go into men's button-downs, which is, it's probably going to be casual button-down solid. I'm going to pull this bin. Okay, I did wind up finding it on the rack. I kind of thought I hadn't folded it yet. Here it is here. Just a blue corduroy. Again, really beautiful quality. Ralph Lauren. This is called the Blake with a red polo pony. And this one brought $29.99. I think I paid $4.99 for it. The next item I'm pulling an Athleta Activewear Fitness Long Sleeve Layering Tee, $16. Activewear Tops and Jackets. Let's see if I can just pop that on there. All right, so this is all the activewear tops and jackets, except for Lululemon. I've just created a new bin for that. That's probably my most common brand. So this is 1 and this is 2. We are looking for the blue and gray. $16. Have you guys gone to Athleta? I think the store is very expensive, and I've been to the outlet store, so I can't imagine going to a full retail store. So $16, I think, is a great price for the buyer. Next up is a vintage Oscar de la Renta nightgown. Just listed this one. I'm hoping I know where this is. I think I folded it. $45. I think it's going to be in here. I'm going to take a quick peek, see if I can find it. Is it in this? It might even be upstairs. It might not be folded yet. So I will try to remember to show that to you guys. I don't think this one is it. Is it? No, this is Miss Elaine. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I haven't folded that one yet. All right, so I'll just leave a picture on the screen so you can see what that one looked like. $45, and I think I paid $6 for that. Next up is a tablecloth. I did capture this in one of my videos, and this is Fellini and Cone. It's called the Ryans. Very interesting. $29.99. Most likely it's going to be in a bin called Non-Pottery Born Linens. And I have 2 of those bins right here. And I'm going to take a look. I think it's in this one. Okay, so I picked up this tablecloth specifically for the print. Look how gorgeous this is. It says the Ryans on it. I'm not quite sure why. I don't know if this tablecloth was called the Ryans, but that proves you don't have to know a lot about everything. And this brought $29.99. It did take probably 2 months to sell through, but I believe I paid $3.50 for it. So that is a great sale. I pulled this bin down because a medium jacket will have an 8 in it, size 8. And I see the jacket here. This is a Jones New York 8 Petite with a velvet collar. Beautiful. $11.50. A lot of times, if I'm able to get items in like a $1 sale or a $2 sale, I can let them sell through at a lower price point. That way, it still gives me good profit and the buyer is super happy. And this is just a beautiful tweed print. All right, next up is, the Guatemala Worry Dolls wreath, which happens to be hanging right here. Doesn't get any easier than that. I picked this up probably about a week or 2 ago, and what did this sell through for? This sold for $24. Okay, next up, Brooks Brothers Red Fleece. Oh, this is the sweater that I really like. I just folded this, so it's going to be in one of these bags here. I love this sweater. I almost kept this. Extra large. It's got like this floral embroidery work with yarn. Really pretty. And what did that sell through for? That sold for $33. Brooks Brothers, to me, hands down, one of the nicest quality brands. So that is definitely a yes. Table is looking good. Gonna have a lot to ship, which is good. Always a good problem to have. Next up is a handmade bowl. It says lathe turned, and I don't know how I know that. It must have had some sort of, I don't know, some sort of notification that it was lathe turned. Maybe I just know it. I don't know. So we're looking for a lathe turned bowl. I don't think that's it. I think I'll know it when I see it. Oh, I think this might be it right here. Okay, so see the marks on the bottom? I think that means that it was placed on a lathe. This is really pretty. What did I get for that? I love the color of that wood. This brought $15. Again, probably paid $2 or $3 for it. Next up is a vintage ashtray that has a G clef music note as the handle. So we're gonna look somewhere in here. This is getting a little messy over here. Now I would think that it's on one of these. Here it is right here. I'm gonna pull this out so we can see it in the light. Still has the original stickers on it. Definitely vintage. And what did that sell for? That sold for, drumroll please, $16. I think this buyer bought a few things. Yeah, they did. Vintage pocket change dish tray, another brass item. Hopefully it's somewhere in the same area. Not necessarily that I listed them together. Okay, I do have a box that has smaller pieces in it, which is right here. I'm going to pull this down. Along with these two items, the buyer bought a third item. This is a Chico's 3 jacket. It's this leopard print or animal print in a beautiful like burnished bronze color. So that's going to go out with these two other items, and the buyer paid $16 for the jacket. All right, we are up to a Chico's 2 black chunky oversized cardigan sweater. And it looks to be a size 12. Chico's 2 is a 12. I always try to list the brand size, and then if the US size is different, I try to put both in the title. That way, if the person's not familiar with that brand sizing, they'll know, you know, what the US size is. This sold for $30, and we're going to look in sweaters. I'm walking right past it. Nope, it's over here. And size 12, black chunky. I'm going to look in this one right here. All right, Chico's Design chunky sweater. So this is it here. I also grabbed the Oscar de la Renta nightgown that we were talking about that I said was upstairs. I did want to show it to you before I forgot. Size small. This is vintage, new with tags, classic romance. And I think I said this brought $45. All right, guys, I think I'm going to end here. I probably have about 20 to 25 more to pull, but I don't want the video to become ridiculously long. You get the idea. Things have been selling fairly well, and it's a lot after a long weekend to do this. So I try to group like tasks together. Like at one point, I'll pull all the shipping, and then I'll give myself a break, and then I'll ship it all out so it doesn't become too much. Right now, I'm just going to throw on walking sneakers and go for a walk. It's a gorgeous day here, probably like 45 degrees, and I want to catch some sun. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours. Okay, so here is a little snapshot of my shipping for the day. I have this space between my two doors that works out great, and my postal carrier is so good to me. So this morning we have about 53 items going out, and I just wanted to include this little portion of video to show you guys what shipping looks like. I know some of you make comments that you think I'm a hoarder or that the stuff in my basement is not selling, but every day I'm shipping out. So the items that you see, while you might see some that are familiar, are always coming in and going out. That is the business. I will never stop buying. This is working out great. It is a revolving door of items coming in and coming out. So like I said, I think we have 53 today, some combined orders and some individuals. The blue bag in the bottom has all kinds of poly mailers in it. And as you can see, lots of hard goods. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. And as always, go out and get what's yours.